I'm using this under the Fair Use Act, and for those of you who follow me, I know this may seem somewhat redundant, but I have to do this for my legal team. So, as I showed in my previous video about Johnathan Cahns, he has recently appeared on the Sid Roth Show. And this, again, I apologize for the poor lighting. This was August the 26th. The Shaking of America is what it's titled on the Sid Roth's channel. Let's listen to what Johnathan Cahns artist, the fraudulent thief, is discussing.
Ancient calendar. It's Passover. Passover is the only feast that has to do with a plague. Think about it. The plague. And so the thing is, for those that don't know, it was if you don't let the Jewish people go, which was a biblical mandate that the Jewish people are entitled to the physical land of Israel forever, a plague will come on you, Egyptians. There's the plague. And it comes on Passover night.
So this is Johnathan Cahns, artist, discussing his newest book that has not even been released yet. Understand that. And the title of his new book is Josiah Manifesto. So he's discussing Passover, a plague associated to Passover, and attributing those things to the Bible, as it relates to the Bible. And what he's done is associated in his new incredible book, associated the plague of Passover to the coronavirus. Let's see if this is in fact new prophetic words given to him by God, or if this is stolen copyrighted material. Yes, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I had already released those prophetic words that comes from page 44 of my book that was published more than a year and a half ago. More than a year and a half ago. He has no new prophetic word. So I associated this to the 9th plague of Egypt and the 10th plague of Egypt in my book. How this Supreme Court, the Roe versus Wade and the Supreme Court abortion, you can see it there, Supreme Court justices, how the 9th plague and 10th plague is associated to this, and how it brought this plague of coronavirus that comes straight out of this book. Straight out of this book. So Johnathan Cahns does not have new prophetic words given to him by the Lord, as he declares, as he lies about. He has the prophetic words that he stole from my book.
And all of a sudden, shaking all over America, the riots and they're chanting, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe." Fire. What happens across America? Fires. All the cities go on fire. Remember.
Talking about the riots in the cities, the upheaval and riots and fires in the cities. Where would he have gotten that from? Where, in fact, would he have gotten that from? The strife we are seeing in the streets because of the pandemic's arrival. He does not have anything new. He has nothing at all new. It all comes straight out of this book. Every bit of it, almost word for word. The destruction of the cities all comes straight out of this book. And talking about the fires. He's talking about the fires. Oh, there it is. There it is. And remember his previous book. This is the follow-up book of his book. His previous book was Return of the Gods, which are the fallen angels, the pagan gods. I was giving them specific names. Hephaestus and his association to the fire that we're seeing in these cities. The burning of the cities, this demon, this fallen angel, this pagan god of old. He has nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. He only has the stolen prophetic words that have already been published and copyrighted more than a year and a half ago.
The Most High Court and the judge and the judgment. And what happens on the Feast of Trumpets? All the eyes of America turn to its highest court, the Supreme Court, when the judge...
Oh, he's discussing the Supreme Court in his new incredible book. Supreme Court of the United States, SCOTUS, and abortion. And abortion, that begins on page 44 of my book. He has nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. He only has stolen, copyrighted intellectual property.
Turns back to a degree. Okay, now, Trump is fought. There's so much to this. He actually comes head-to-head against the nation's former first lady. Jehu did. So did Trump. There's so much, but I won't go into it. But the thing is, at one point, I never shared this before, is that Jehu calls for people to come to the Capitol, a national gathering, and then...
He's talking about Donald Trump in the Capitol on January the 6th.
Then his people are stationed around a great Capitol building, okay? And then the people of Jehu enter the building and storm the building while there's proceedings going on in the building, okay? And I'm not going to...
Oh, his new incredible book talks about January the 6th and Donald Trump and when they stormed the Capitol. Where can we find that, ladies and gentlemen? Donald Trump. About how a storm was coming. Is it in this book, ladies and gentlemen? The Storming of the Capitol! Johnathan Cahns, artist, is nothing but a fraudulent thief and a filthy lucre. I believe that's on page 40 of my book. He has nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. And for any of you who allow him to appear on your channel, like Sid Roth, you will pay dearly also.
Pull down the House of Baal, Roe versus Wade. Could Haman, Mordecai, and Esther actually hold the key to the events that changed America's history? Rabbi Johnathan said that many of these mysteries are tied to specific events that happen on specific days in the Bible, but they also correspond to the exact days of recent events.
So, let's take that from the top. He's talking about Roe versus Wade. Where can we find that? Laws like allowing abortion. Page 44 of my incredible book. And then he talks about the key. He's talking about the key. Chapter 2, beginning at chapter 2 of this incredible book. And then I want you to pay close attention to what Sid Roth says towards the end of that.
Pull down the House of Baal Bible, but they also correspond to the exact days of these mysteries are tied, said that many of these mysteries are actually hold the key to the events that changed America's history. Rabbi Johnathan said
He's made so many incredible discoveries. Sid Roth is absolutely astonished at Rabbi Johnathan Cahns and the mysteries that he is revealing in these days.
Many of these mysteries are tied to specific events that happened on specific days in the Bible, but they also correspond to the exact days of recent events.
Of the recent events that are happening in the world that are corresponding to the Bible. Johnathan Cahns, the amazing Johnathan Cahns, has linked the recent events to the Bible incredibly enough. And the recent events and how they are impacting the world. Wormwood, understanding how it is currently impacting Earth. Johnathan Cahns has nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. All he has is what's called a derivative work, created and reproduced from my books. That's all he has. He is not a prophet. Or yes, you can say he is a prophet, but he is the P-R-O-F-I-T, prophet. He is not a prophet of God. He is a prophet of Satan who steals the prophetic words that were given to me, which is a violation of copyright laws, but also a direct violation of Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 30. God is against the false prophets that steal the prophetic words of another. Johnathan Cahns, artist. You are a fraud. You are a thief, a filthy lucre, and a wolf in sheep's clothing, and you will pay dearly. I can assure you of that. Y'all be sure to share this. God bless.